All right, which one now, Mr. Anthony?
So that took us into the first of two fatal four-way tags that have been absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah.
In Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Viking Raiders versus Alpha Academy versus the Street Profits.
Well, my first comment on the thing was I wrote it here: a nothing match, nothing on the line. At best, possibly a future title match for someone, which then eventuated the next night on Raw because the Street Profits won the match, and then they came out and had that match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But yeah, it's just a nothing match, nothing on the line, no story, no real build up, no
It
nothing.
it wasn't a four-way tag. It was a Texas Tornado because at all times everyone was just in the ring.
Yeah.
And I wrote down here, who is the legal man?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm watching this thing going, what a clusterfuck. Honestly, I'm thinking, who put this match together? You know, because if you had said, "Oh, look, it's a Texas Tornado four-way," then you go, "Okay, that's what it was. They ran it like a Texas Tornado four-way." You expect out of a four-way tag is there's three tag teams or four tag teams on each one on each corner, and two members from two of the tag teams in there, and one tags the other one in and out.
uh,
Oh, it was an absolute clusterfuck. Absolutely,
I put here again, I don't see this as a WrestleMania quality match.
definitely not.
More of a Raw match.
Jesus, mid-card Raw.
Like
You wouldn't main event with her.
it's their way of getting eight guys out there, so using the talent and but
Do they
have a
need to
reason.
be there?
No, but have a reason, have a story, have a something on the line, something they're fighting for. Like just it was just a match for the sake of having a match.
Any of these guys in WWE, we're talking like if you put them in any independent promotion, they're going to draw, right?
Yeah.
Right. But for WWE, I'm talking, right? Whether Strowman, Ricochet, Alpha Academy, the Viking Raiders, and the Street Profits, are any of them really, truly draws to the WWE? Did that match have anything that was going to move forward in any form of storyline later on?
That's the whole thing.
And this is the problem with WrestleMania by having this shit on here. WrestleMania is supposed to be the super card, the card. This is the one that, as a wrestler,
legends. Story on the line. Macho Man versus Steamboat, Andre versus Hogan, and something like.
Yeah, it's got to mean something. This is just even on those earlier cards, there was no shitty matches.
No.
There was just like no. So for me, this is just oh, we got people, so let's stick them on to fill the card. It's all about. I said to Anthony when we're watching it, WWE is not a wrestling promotion anymore. It's a content maker. It's to make content. They've lost what they were originally meant to be as a pro wrestling company, right? And now it's just content maker.
I mean,
and this is a content match just for content.
Look at the roster they got. You mean to tell me they couldn't come up with a better story somewhere and put something on that would really... I mean, I'm a huge fan of this LA Knight,
Oh, shit, yeah. Why isn't he on the card?
Why is he on the card? I'm not a big fan of Karrion Kross, but you could have done something with him.
That's right.
I haven't seen anything of him yet that they've allowed us to see how good he really is or is not. But there's so many people. Okay, Orton's out injured, fair enough. But even, they bring Riddle back on Raw the next night. I understand everything that's gone on there, but at least he gets the crowd in a bit. Like, do something with something like, oh, it's horrible.
It is horrible. So, like for me, they would have never made that tag would have never made. I wouldn't book that tag on WrestleMania.
Well, my note here, this is not a WrestleMania quality match. By all means, have it, somewhere second, third match on a normal pay-per-view but again, even on that, like Mick.
Raw mid-card, best.
Yeah, that's what I said here, more of a Raw match in my notes. Like, there was nothing on the line. Like, what were they wrestling for? And then, look, I give credit where credit's due, I like to think. Ricochet is a brilliant, brilliant athlete. He is not a wrestler.
Exactly right. I agree.
He's
100%.
not. He is not a wrestler. Poor old Otis, like the walking keg, like he can't do anything. He can hardly move.
No. Yeah, and his tag
like
team
the Viking
partner.
Raiders.
His tag team partner, just to, as a
Yeah.
quick thing, is a former Olympian.
Mm.
Gable's a former Olympian. They stick him with this fucking gimmick.
Well,
This
they're going to
guy
give
can
him a big
wrestle.
push. He's getting a big push now this after Mania. Because you notice he gave that rolling German suplex on Strowman. That was quite impressive.
The guy
I like Gable. I think he's excellent.
The guy was a gun, like an absolute gun as an amateur, and you've stuck him with the Alpha Academy right? He had the other tag team. What tag team was he when originally? It was Gable and something.
Was it Shelton Benjamin or not? Or one? No.
There was Shelton Benjamin at one point, and then it was
the one who was supposed to be Kurt's son or something.
Jason Jordan.
Yeah, was it not him?
That was the first iteration. Then it went to Gable and Sheldon. Then it went to Gable and Rude. Then it went to now Gable and Otis.
Now they're going to have Otis as one of these friggin' models now with that.
It's all ridiculous. I mean, I looked at Otis when he first came along. I reckon his foot got bigger, obviously.
Oh shit, yeah.
Right, and I thought this is a guy that is like a bulldog bra.
Yeah, but no.
Not big, but he's just got way too big now.
He can't move.
Yeah. So, but this whole match,
just a waste.
Was a waste of time.
It is not a WrestleMania match, so that's probably best.
We've wasted enough time on this match, I think.
Anthony, before I get fired right up.
That's it.
Get my tennis racket out and do a Jim Cornette.